So we're starting out today's read with another excerpt from a book. This is The Prophet by Kahlil Gibran. And if there come the singers and the dancers and the flute players, buy of their gifts also. For they too are gatherers of fruit and frankincense, and that which they bring, though fashioned of dreams, is raiment and food for your soul. I'll read a little bit more. And before you leave the marketplace, see that no one has gone his way with empty hands. For the master spirit of the earth shall not sleep peacefully upon the wind till the needs of the least of you are satisfied. I like that. So this time around, I didn't see the cards. I usually pick them out before. I picked out cards initially, and the energy was so heavy that I just felt like I needed to put them back in the deck and reshuffle. Because it's a collective read, and I don't feel like that makes sense right now. So we're talking about voice, and this whole thing was about if there come the singers and the dancers and the flute players. So voice, the throat chakra. Throat chakra, activating your throat chakra. I mean, essentially, I think it's just going to make your throat chakra feel activated, which means that you will have something to share, something to say. It doesn't mean that you do, but it's about expression, right? True abundance is an inside job. I let go and allow the universe to do her thing. I like that. Okay, so what's this energy about? The deep wounds are healing and a new adventure has just begun. The white deer beckons you, come play. Come play. Let me read that again. I don't know if I can pick up the same page. Well, it said something about singers and flute players and dancers. So play, sing, dance, flute, give to the needy. Well, Queen of Swords on the back of the deck is the overall energy. What can we say about this? Have a clear head, like clear your mind. Don't make decisions, don't speak too fast. I mean, we do have the throat chakra being activated, but like I said, I was feeling the throat chakra activated. That doesn't mean you have to speak. It just means you'll have something to say. Expression isn't always necessary, and it isn't always essential or beneficial for a situation. There is kind of a weighing out of something here. It's a balancing act. It's giving a little bit to this and a little bit to that. The energy feels really strong, so you might feel this around your solar plexus or sacral chakra. You might feel like around your stomach area, some kind of activation of wanting to take action, wanting to move something forward, a project, a passion, an experience or relationship, even if it's just like a lusty kind of situation, you're wanting to act really quickly on something, there's a need to weigh it out. Because we're talking longevity with a Chariot. With the Ace of Wands, it's just impulse. Like you're wanting to act now. The Chariot, we're talking about longevity. I mean, I just covered this card for the Learning Tarot portion of this channel, and I think that there's a lot of information in there if you want to check that out, but we're talking about where it is that you would like to go, where you're headed, what you're aiming for, what your goals are, and how it is that you need to work both on your head and your heart, right? That balancing act to get where you want to go rather than just working on that impulse. And maybe part of that is learning how to let go. maybe part of directing yourself in life isn't always about being in control. And I know that doesn't really make intuitive sense, but that's kind of what I'm sensing here. There's something about knowing how to let go as well. And play. So what is play? Like, play is something that helps you release, helps you let loose. So if you're letting loose, you are letting go, essentially, on some level, right? You're kind of coming at something from an open mind or from a more flexible attitude, more relaxed. If abundance is an inside job, and we're talking about relaxing, abundance is kind of like, when I think of it, it's manifestation. When you're wanting to manifest abundance, you can pray and you can set your intention, but then you have to release. You have to release expectation of the goal of where you're headed. Yes, with the Chariot, you have set your sights on something, and you are taking all the necessary steps, hopefully, to get there. And you have the strong desire, but you're being asked to temper it, to be patient, to kind of balance it out with other things. Maybe right now you need to balance other parts of your life that are calling for your attention, and you can't put all of your attention on your long-term goals, whatever they may be. So you're being asked to come at it from a more flexible perspective. But like I was saying, if you want abundance, if you're trying to manifest abundance, part of it is letting go of the outcome. I let go and allow the universe to do her thing. So when you let go of the outcome, and like I said, you keep like a clear head about this. You're not getting overly emotional. You're not getting overwhelmed by the prospects of what could happen. You're still tending to your daily life with the Two of Coins. I forget what I was going to say about abundance, honestly. But it was something about play. Being playful. It's an inside job. Yeah, not having like very strict expectations about how everything is going to happen. Because what is now a seed that you're planting with the Ace of Wands will grow. And it does depend on how much you water it and how much you give of it. But part of it is kind of releasing control. I think that's what I was going to say with abundance. Like, part of abundance is something that is out of your control. Yes, with the throat chakra, you can pray. You can ask for what you want. You can set out intentions with the Chariot. You can sow the seeds with the Ace of Wands. But you still have to tend to your everyday life with the Two of Coins here. You still have to kind of juggle, part of it is, well, I still have to pay my bills, or I still have to go to work, or I still have to take care of XYZ, whatever it may be. Clean the apartment. Like, there are things that you still have to do every day in everyday life. Even though you're so strongly wanting this to happen. And maybe the desire for it is so intense with the Ace of Wands that you can, if you don't kind of stay put mentally, you can let yourself get carried away, I guess, for lack of a better phrase. But if you stay with the Two of Pentacles and you keep that playful energy, then you're really okay either way, because you're enjoying your present wherever it is you are. You're putting energy into the present moment. And so what comes with the Chariot is further down the line. But you're not going to get to where you're going unless you're present here with where you're at right now and pouring your energy into what it is that the present moment is asking you to give of yourself. And all of that is part of the beauty of life, even if where you're at right now is really not your ideal or not even close to it. The fact that this is where you are means that you need to give yourself kind of love and attention and support and nourishment exactly where you are. So if you don't like the living space that you're in, it's still the living space that you are in. So you still need to take care of it and take care of yourself in it. If you don't like, I don't know, it's something, I'm getting like a sense of dissatisfaction because of the Chariot saying, okay, well, I want to go somewhere else. Or I have these goals that I see further down the line. So maybe like where I'm at right now isn't really where my end goal is. But when will it ever be? Like, that's life, right? We're constantly growing and shifting. And yes, there are these really pivotal, intense points in our lives where we are called to shift bigger and brighter and more than we've ever shifted in our existence. And those might be the years of our lives that we will look back on and say, wow, that was an incredibly significant year that changed the whole course of my reality because I transformed and I became a different person. But I don't believe that you will say that if you are micromanaging and controlling and stressing in an anxious mode, because your frequency is really what creates this transformation. So yes, you want to plan, and yes, you want to think it through, and yes, you want to be in this kind of reasoning energy of the Queen of Swords, but you also want to play. You also want to let loose. You also want to relax. You also want the universe to step in and help you out. You also want to create abundance from within, not just externally. All of these things are important. So I hope you enjoyed these messages, and I'll see you in the next.